Right. So moving on to domestic politics, the next question comes from Jessica Bernstein, and she says, what does he think of Ted Cruz?
I'm not a fan. I know he's sort of the Republican latest flavor. He's articulate. He seems to be charismatic, but I don't like his politics. I think he introduces a measure of incivility in the political process. Insulting people is not the way to go. But I guess he's a force in the Republican political system, but I'm not a fan.
Do you think he represents most Hispanics?
No.
With his politics?
No. He's anti-immigration. Almost every Hispanic in the country wants to see immigration reform. No, I don't think he should be defined as a Hispanic. He's a politician from Texas, a conservative state, and I respect Texas's choice. But what I don't like is when you try to get things done, it's okay to be strong and state your views, your ideology. But I've seen him demean the office, be rude to other senators, not be part of, I think, the civility that is really needed in Washington.
Right.
If you don't mind my diverting a little bit from online to comments that even some of your critics say, Senator, were out of line on the part of our former Ambassador Bill Richardson, saying that you were not really Hispanic, that given your positions on how we handle illegal immigration and the like, despite your name, despite your background, despite all of that, you're not Hispanic. What do you think of that?
Well, I don't know Governor Richardson. He and I have not met. He is certainly entitled to his positions and his opinions. In my view, if people are insulting you, if they're attacking your ethnicity, that tends to indicate that they don't actually want to engage in the substantive merits of the argument. And I certainly have no interest in getting into any sort of mudslinging battle on that front. What we need to be talking about is the substance of the argument, and in particular, we need to be focusing on economic growth that enables more and more people to climb the economic ladder and reach the American dream. You know, Neil, 55 years ago, my dad came from Cuba. At age 18, he couldn't speak English. He had $100 sewn into his underwear. And that penniless immigrant washed dishes for 50 cents an hour, paid his way through school, and was able to start a small business and work towards the American dream. And I think what the Hispanic community wants and what all Americans want is an economy and an environment where small businesses can prosper and where more and more people, where anybody can start with nothing and achieve anything. That's my focus, is expanding opportunity, not responding in kind to whatever insults those on the other side may decide to hurl.
All right, so when Governor Richardson was telling Shepard Smith in the last hour that he was just misinterpreted, no harm, no foul, or how do you stack it up?
He is entitled to his opinions. My focus is on the substance of what works and matters. And you know, Neil, I think most Americans don't care about petty political squabbles in Washington. What they care about is leaders in both parties who are willing to roll their sleeves up and fix the problems. We got 23 million people out of work, and I think the idea that you have politicians squabbling and name-calling makes no sense at all. What we should be doing is getting the economy growing again. We need tax reform, we need regulatory reform, we need sound money. We need to address the problems that are impacting people's lives, because so many people are hurting right now, and in particular, economic mobility has been terrible under President Obama. Young people, Hispanics, African Americans, single moms have been hammered by the Obama economic agenda. And I think what the American people want is leaders who are serious about fixing those problems.
Well, James